Morning YouTube, Thursday morning. I'm going to do a few melons today. I'm going to do a couple last week and I have a couple bi-weeklies. It's been upper 90s the entire week. So the whole week of weeklies I'm going to skip and do them next week because they didn't really need it last week. It's going to be extremely hot and they're just going to end up dying. So I'm going to skip them because I don't want to do it in the heat. And they don't need done in the heat. So, which truck do I take? I definitely need the backpack blower. I'll get that in a minute. I'm taking the 450. Because at least the trailer lights work with it right now. So I'm having way too much fun with this GoPro, doing the under the vehicle shots. I just did a bunch of them. Did one where I rode right up to the camera with the dualies. I was watching it in the mirror. I actually rode up to the point where it actually touched the camera and knocked it over. Because I heard it make a little noise. I'm like, well, I guess it's a little far forward. So I wanted to get it right up to the point where it was touching. Of course, I did, and didn't break the camera, which is perfectly alright. It's GoPro. Of course, being a GoPro, it would be crushed if it actually got hit. Alright, pulling away from my first property here. This is probably why this is not a mowing truck, at least until the GPS delete is done. But for a big truck, this thing's got a really sharp tuning radius. It turns a lot. It'll actually jackknife it. It turns a lot sharper than my white truck does. My other truck. They're both white. Anytime I say my white truck, I mean the pickup, the Chevy. I love, love, love the Ford. I like the trailer brakes. I like the tow haul. The tow haul doesn't run it out too long if it doesn't need to. And my Chevy does not do this at all. The other Ford I've ridden in did it too. Let me get it to shift here. There we go. When you're braking, see, it just downshifted. It'll actually slow it down a lot just downshifting. It's in a neighborhood, so it's not going to downshift a whole lot more. But you can hear it. Well, you can hear it and feel it slow down as it downshifts. And it doesn't normally just do that when it's not in tow haul. And the white truck, it doesn't do that at all. It hardly even affects it. We're going to do this one here. And the trailer brakes. If you just touch the brake a little bit, it just comes on a little bit. If you press it a little bit more, press it hard, all the way down, all the way up. Just a little brake. The white truck, it's all on or all off. Alright, the white truck now, aka the Chevy, heading over to Ingalstown area to do an estimate. We did the job Monday a week ago. It was a 20-yard job. Ended up spreading 15 yards because I intentionally estimated it very high. And the customer still got billed for 20 because it wasn't only a yard, it was just flat price and whatever we used in my business. So that was phase 1. Phase 2 is going to be an additional approximately 20 yards. So I'm going over to do that estimate now. And hopefully I get it, because I'll get another nice payday. Nice. Hey, I'm shooting a video right now, so just hang loose for about 30 seconds. Yeah, so basically we gotta mulch this entire row along the driveway here. It's 90 feet long, 10 feet wide. To remove all this crap. Lay fabric because there's no way it's not gonna come up through. Take all this crap out. Come along through here up to the fence line and to where we did last week. Mulch this. This is like 13 feet wide and 80 feet long. So that's another lot of mulch. Take down all these crap. Lay fabric, otherwise it's going to be a disaster. Did phase 1 2 weeks ago, which was well basically 20 cubic yards of mulch, and this is going to be 15 more cubic yards of mulch all the way back to here. Put in 3-4 foot, whatever the fabric is, edge along here. Nice little bed, of course mulched. Take down the second pine tree here because it's dead. Let's use the pole saw and cut that thing up. Throw it in the dump truck. Weed out here. This property is a disaster. Trim back as much of these bushes as we can. And basically mulch this thing too, along with fabric, and trying to clean all this crap out. It's literally a disaster. Alright YouTube, so it's really hot out today, but it is not really hot out under the 450. It's actually really nice. It's not very humid out of the sunlight clearly. So I'm working on this side of the rust. This is all that's come off. I'm going to paint it just like I did the bed. I'm actually going to sand it with the belt sander here and just kind of take what the hammer didn't take off. That's all I did. Knocked all this loose crap off it. There's a hole there, and there's a hole there, hole there. That can be patched. The supports over here are a lot better on this side than the other side, but once again, they can be patched. It's not a big deal because the frame of the truck's rock solid. Like, you can see the difference. Old body, new frame. Underside, well, DPF and drive shaft are a little rusty, but the rear end's not rusty at all. Not that it matters. Cab mounts, they're all good. There's just that very little rust underneath it. I mean, some. It's an 08, so it's going to have some. It's not 2013, you know. But overall, it's pretty good. It's got a massive rear end in it when you're used to a regular pickup. Alright, so I'm getting this thing painted. I'm rolling it on with the roller. Putting it on extremely thick, just kind of what, I don't care if it runs, it's a frame. It's a dump body to be specific. Now the frame down here, I'll get some paint cans and actually get that good and make it look semi-nice since you can actually see it, but the open areas I'm going to hit with the roller and the Rust-Oleum here. I don't know how well it's going to stick, but it's better than nothing.